could scarcely get more high profile than this. A game not to be missed, featuring two top sides who'll do everything in their power to claim victory. Are you ready for a duel of heavyweights? It's Barcelona. They take on Real Madrid, and it's coming up next on EA TV. Well, you only need to look at the history books to see how close this fixture historically has been. Barcelona at home against Real Madrid on this occasion. I'm Derek Ray. Sitting alongside me here on the gantry is Stuart Robson. And Stuart, this ought to be special.
Well, Derek, this is a magnificent setting for a great rivalry. Let's just hope we see both teams play at their very best today. What an occasion this should be.
And the Barcelona shape looks like this. Pedri starts alongside Frenkie de Jong in the centre of midfield. And the starting role in attack today is handed to Robert Lewandowski. And the starting 11 for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois is in goal. Antonio Rudiger plays alongside Eder Militao in central defence. Federico Valverde plays alongside Jude Bellingham in the centre of midfield. And the main threat in attack today should be Kylian Mbappe. So off and running here, the first half underway. Rudiger. Vinicius Junior. Here's Valverde. Alex Balde. Dani Olmo. The ball back with Real now. Textbook defending inside the box. Koundé. Now Lewandowski carries the ball forward. But can he produce from this position? Vinicius Junior. Well, they keep passing away.
Certainly look composed on the ball, don't they?
Is with Vinicius Junior. Excellent assessment of the situation at the back. Rafinha. Pedri. Did a good job of cutting it out. Oh, a magnificent challenge. As an opposing defender, you dare not take your eyes off Robert Lewandowski, even for a fleeting moment.
Well, I have to say, he's devastated in the air. He attacks it with determination and has great technique. He will be a threat today.
Keeper made it look routine. It was anything but. Pedri. Lewandowski now. Rafinha. High tempo football. Well, it's played into the centre. Well, it's actually ended up being easy meat for the keeper. Rudiger. Aurelien Tchouameni is with Vinicius Junior. Can they jump ahead? Valverde to put them in front. And second time around he scores. But the keeper left to wonder what his defenders were doing.
Well, here it is again, and I feel a bit sorry for the goalkeeper. He makes a good save to start with, but where are his defenders following in? Instead, it's the attacker who's alert. He gets to the ball first, and it's a good finish.
Barca get the ball moving once more. How will they react? Pedri. Here's Rafinha. Well, he's allowed it to go over the touchline, so a throw-in. Tchouameni. Pass, 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 and justifiably so.
Well, I think they've got to work harder to win the ball back.
Oh, this looks useful. Oh, he's left his marker for dead. Good defending in the end, and danger averted for now. Dani Olmo. On to De Jong. An encouraging move from Barca. But timely defending when it mattered. Well, that attack collapsed completely. Balde. Here's Rafinha. Really doing a fine job of protecting the ball. Succeeded in keeping it in play. Pedri. Now with De Jong. Rafinha. Alex Balde. Here's Rafinha. Dani Olmo. De Jong. Now with Pedri. Read it well.
Well, he's done so well to read the pass. Clever bit of play.
Now, can he play it to? Well, didn't go to plan in the end. Federico Valverde. Now with Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. Rudiger. Tchouameni. Now with Bellingham. Rudiger. So on the cusp of the half-time interval, and Real Madrid with a narrow lead. What have you made of what you've seen from them in this half?
Well, I think they've been the better side in this first half. They've defended well, they've looked dangerous in attack, and they've controlled the midfield. It's been a solid performance so far.
a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. And a confident clearance.
Well, no frills there, but sometimes that's what's needed.
Lewandowski. On to Yamal. Really fine piece of defending play to break us up. Tchouaméni. Well, it can be so difficult to play against a confident passing team when you're trailing. Rudiger is with Vinicius Junior. Really inventive stuff from Real here. Eder Militao. On the ball, Rudiger. Aurélien Tchouaméni. Rudiger has it. Tchouaméni. Trying to open them up. Danger building. And defending as a unit.
Yeah, just snuffed out the danger there. That's a good turnover.
So it is, the first half story has been written. Well, the verdict on Kylian Mbappe, in a word, positive.
Well, I thought he had a really effective first half. Not only did he get the goal that gave them the lead, but his general play was really good. He was a constant threat, and I'm sure we'll see more of him in the second half.
The ball is moving once more, and not enough went to plan for Barca in the first half. Can they address what didn't go right? Pedri. Jules Koundé on the ball. On to De Jong. Jules Koundé on the ball. De Jong. Inigo Martinez. Lewandowski. Still trailing, but they keep it moving. They were very patient, but they no longer have the ball. Teammates available. Koundé. On to Yamal. Now a decent position. Could be troublesome. This could level it. Foiling his opponent completely. Frankie de Jong. On to Pedri. Looking for the final pass that will open things up. Lewandowski. Was it a great clearance? Frankie de Jong. Pedri. Alex Balde. We can get more details on that injury situation from our man pitch side, Jeff Shreves. Jeff?
Nasty landing on the shoulder for him there, and he's in real discomfort. He's a tough boy. I think he'll stay on.
Cheers, Jeff. Rudiger. Vinicius Junior. Aurélien Tchouaméni. Here's Valverde. Eder Militao. Alexander-Arnold. And into the last 30 minutes now. Promising move from Barcelona. But quick thinking defensively. Might do damage on the break. Rafinha. Dani Olmo. There's Rafinha. Determined defending. Alexander-Arnold. Federico Valverde. Eder Militao. Alexander-Arnold. Eder Militao. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Federico Valverde. Eder Militao. Tchouaméni. Here's Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. Federico Valverde. And on to Alexander-Arnold. And Real couldn't hang on to the ball. Dani Olmo. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Just the challenge that was required. Jude Bellingham. Eder Militao. Tchouaméni. Now with Bellingham. Lovely tempo to this passing sequence.
Yeah, they just seem to know where the next pass is, don't they?
Rudiger. Aurélien Tchouaméni. Eder Militao. Federico Valverde. Rudiger has it. Now Eder Militao. Possession, the most important thing. Federico Valverde. And there to intervene. Yamal. Dani Olmo with it. Moving the ball nicely in search of an equaliser. Frankie de Jong. On to Pedri. And the pass deftly cut out. Alexander-Arnold. And Valverde. This is Robert Lewandowski. Read it well. Barcelona fighting against this overall situation. What can they pull out of the fire? Courtois. Vinicius Junior. Quick counter could be on. And there it breaks down. Lewandowski. Here's Rafinha. Well, this game is almost over. Not quite yet. Real Madrid still with a bit of work to do. What have you made of what you've seen from them?
Well, it's going to be a nervy end to this game. If they do hold on, I think they've deserved their win. They've played really well and they've played some good attacking football. And in general, they've controlled the game. Well, the noise these Barca fans are making is incredible. The players just need to respond with a goal now.
Good strength to keep the ball.
Just used his strength there.
Aurélien Tchouaméni. possession growing. Can't get the ball. Alexander-Arnold. And the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now Eder Militao. And there's the full-time whistle. Maximum points for Real Madrid.
Yes, there wasn't much in it, to be honest. Really competitive game with chances at both ends, but they probably just about edged it overall and deserved the result in the end.
Well, choose your descriptive word where Kylian Mbappe is concerned. Explosive is one adjective you could use, Stuart.
Well, I enjoyed watching him today. His work rate, skill and movement were excellent, and he fully deserved to score that winning goal.
Wonderful city offers the visitors so much, including football. Barcelona, of course. I'm Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, ready to provide all the technical and tactical analysis, is Stuart Robson. An action coming up from the Spanish top division, La Liga. It's Barcelona, and they take on Real Madrid.
Well, both teams know they need to start the game well here. Try to dominate the midfield area and get their creative players on the ball. This should be an interesting game, I think.
And here's the starting 11 for Barcelona. Pedri starts alongside Frenkie de Jong in the centre of midfield. And leading the line today, Robert Lewandowski. Now let's dissect the Real Madrid side. Thibaut Courtois is the keeper of choice. Antonio Rudiger plays alongside Eder Militao in central defence. Federico Valverde plays alongside Jude Bellingham in the centre of midfield. And lining up through the middle in attack today is Kylian Mbappe. Underway here. Let's see what this game has in store for us. Rafinha. Alex Balde. Well, this could really help the cause. Here's Rafinha. Attack that potential.
Yeah, that's the way to snuff out pressure.
Likes to run with the ball at his feet. Dangerous ball. Good-looking move. Oh, halting the attack just like that. Rafinha. Dani Olmo. Koundé. Inigo Martinez. On to Pedri. Alex Balde. Pedri. Koundé. Lamine Yamal. Dani Olmo with it. Could be troublesome. After that challenge, a corner to go.
Danger hasn't gone away yet.
Deciding to go short with this one. Another corner, hot on the heels of the last one. Playing it in, struggling to get it away. Well, no way through in the end. Struggle to keep the ball from Real. De Jong. Now with Yamal. Full play. High quality defending. Alexander-Arnold. Kylian Mbappe. Good distribution. And a chance to whip it in here. Teamwork and passing in evidence. Well, I think a classic commentator's curse just then. Couldn't make the ideal pass. Rafinha. And a goal to open the scoring. No wonder they're celebrating.
Well, just look at this again. The speed of counter-attack is so impressive, and the finish is clinical. Isn't it cleanly beyond the keeper? That's a good goal.
The action continues. Will there be a quick response from Real? Rudiger. Federico Valverde. Well, not quite what he wanted to do with the pass. Lewandowski. Robert Lewandowski in the middle. And the keeper making sure there were no scraps for them to feed on. Chouameni. Bellingham. Given away by Real Madrid. Jude Bellingham. Can he find the right pass? No panic, just passing. And just like that, they don't have the ball anymore. They're using the space pretty well, you've got to say. Fine cross into the middle. The clearance wasn't decisive. Interesting pass. Can they chisel out another goal?
Well, they're certainly playing some good stuff here, aren't they?
In position. Oh, he would have expected to have done better from there.
Well, he'll be annoyed with himself. He had to beat the keeper from that sort of range.
Alexander-Arnold. Here's Valverde. Barca recovering possession well. Pedri. And with the advantage, no reason why you shouldn't play keep ball. Balde. Here's Rafinha. Could cross it in here. Well, this could really help the cause. De Jong. Balde. Here's Rafinha. Inigo Martinez. Frankie de Jong. On to Yamal. Barcelona now in potentially a dangerous position. He wants time to play it over. Intelligent ball. And he couldn't quite get himself back on side, Stuart.
Well, as a player, you need to be able to change your mind. But he wasn't able to, and that's a poor pass.
Who can he pick out? And that cleans it, showing real courage in a crowded box. Alexander-Arnold. Chouameni. Bellingham. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Pressure exerted, but he keeps the ball.
Yeah, that's good strength from him.
Well, the threat could be there. This could level it. Oh, but the keeper with an important save. How important is that?
Well, he should score from there. That's a wasted opportunity. He should beat the keeper from that sort of distance.
Well, they pressed them high, and here they come. And it will be a free kick to Real Madrid. And intercepted it. Koundé. On to Yamal. Might be a chance to break. Oh, good vision. Could be troublesome. That's a good-looking pass. On to Yamal. Good-looking move. Real chance. And it's in! A goal for Barcelona. They are the team in charge.
All about his ability to find space in the box, which then makes the finish look so much easier. That's good play from him.
And there it is, the half-time whistle. Well, Rafinha is always a potential match winner, and certainly that could be the case here.
I have to say, he has been a joy to watch today. You just want the ball to go to him. Some of his passing has been brilliant, and of course he's created a goal. Magnificent performance.
So the ball rolling again, and Real left with a real mountain to climb in the second half. And there the move ends for now.
They didn't allow that to develop, did they? Good organisation, I would say.
Rafinha. Well, when you have the lead, you can play in this manner, keeping the ball like this. Here's Rafinha. Balde. Lewandowski now. Well, he loves drifting in off the flank. Well, didn't go to plan in the end. Well, he's certainly not alone. Jude Bellingham. Clean challenge. And the deflection behind them for the corner. Substitution for Real Madrid. Now sending it in. Danny Olmo. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Federico Valverde. Well, they could break at pace. Can they profit from this? Oh, yes, what a pass. Well, technically side, but not by a lot.
Well, that's so tight, isn't it? But on this occasion, he doesn't get the benefit of the doubt.
Rafinha. Lewandowski. Onto De Jong. A really good pass. And Lewandowski waiting. Nothing to show for that attack. Chouameni. Rudiger. Here's Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. Brahim. Now with Bellingham. And to take it away. Good weight on that pass. And into the last 30 minutes now. Frankie de Jong. Nicely timed tackle. Quick break could be on. Wasteful again in possession. Inigo Martinez. This is Robert Lewandowski. And Barca moving the ball with purpose. Now they can reorganise.
Well, that's how to clear the danger. Good piece of defending there.
Eder Militao. Brahim. Bellingham. It's with Diaz. Well, wasteful from Barcelona. Chouameni. Brahim Diaz now. Alexander-Arnold. Now Eder Militao. Brahim. Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. Oh, they have it again. Danny Olmo. Good looking pass. And out of play it goes. Throw it.
Well, no surprise there. Barcelona have enjoyed most of the possession. Yes, they've played well when going forward, but it's been their ability to regain the ball which has made them so hard to play against here, and it makes them such a good team. It's been a brilliant performance so far.
Now can they win back possession and create something else? Went in strongly, decisively. Holding on to it. Oh, moving it nicely. And deflected onto the crossbar.
would have been game over. Credit to the keeper, though. That was a good save.
And Real's creative tendencies coming to the fore. And clear behind for a corner.
Yeah, he had to get it away, but the danger isn't over yet.
Well, Real Madrid are going to make the change. Delivering it. On a time for composure on the ball. Showing good situational awareness. Rafinha. And showing fine vision. And the deflection means a corner. Trying to pick out a teammate. Well, no damage done. Rafinha. Oh, it's on! Oh, that's top-notch goalkeeping, you've got to say. Vinicius Junior. Jude Bellingham. Just minutes remaining here. Valverde. Eder Militao. And Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. Well, that's how to put in a clean tackle. De Jong. Dani Olmo with it. Well, keeping the ball as they're doing is helping the cause.
Yeah, they just have to keep the ball here, don't they?
Take it away. Rudiger. Now Eder Militao. Alexander-Arnold. Eder Militao. Now with Bellingham. Here's Junior. Bellingham. Will it happen for them? Very quick thinking there. Koundé. Dani Olmo. Now with De Jong. Koundé. Now with Pedri. Alex Balde. There will be 1 minute added on at the end. Alexander-Arnold. Now Eder Militao. And there goes the final whistle. Disappointment for Real Madrid. 3 points squandered.
You're absolutely right, Derek. They really struggled to get to grips with the game. They always seem second to the ball, and then just a few mistakes at the back, and it's cost them. Poor performance all round.
Well, Rafinha had plenty going for him in the course of that game. How about your summing up of his performance?
Yeah, it was a very good performance. He scored one and hit the wall, but his general play was outstanding as well today. Very impressive.
Wonderful city offers the visitors so much, including football. Barcelona, of course. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me to provide expert analysis is Stuart Robson. An action coming up from the Spanish top division, La Liga. It's Barcelona, and they take on Real Madrid.
Well, as always, I'm looking forward to this because both teams have strong aspects to their game. Both managers like to play attacking football, and we've got some good matchups all over the pitch.
this is what we think for Barcelona. Pedri starts alongside Frankie de Jong in the centre of midfield. And the starting role in attack today is handed to Robert Lewandowski. And the starting players for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois is the keeper of choice. Antonio Rudiger plays alongside Eder Militao in central defence. Federico Valverde plays alongside Jude Bellingham in the centre of midfield. And handed the task of playing up front today is Kylian Mbappe. And away we go, the first half of this game. Good-looking run. Well, that's splendid play. Frankie de Jong. Oh, could be an opportunity here. Now with Pedri. Eder Militao. Valverde. Is with Vinicius Junior. Valverde. Now with Bellingham. Decent idea. Really good block. Valverde. Bellingham. And Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. And players sitting in the centre. Oh, moving it nicely. The threat was there, but no problems now.
Well, what an important moment that could prove to be.
Koundé. And space for Yamal. Fine cross into the middle. Pedri. Martinez. Now with Yamal. Well, they have it again. Bellingham. Dani Olmo with it. Eder Militao. Here's Valverde. And snuffed out the danger immediately. Rafinha. De Jong. Showing real patience. Can they forge ahead?
Yeah, they look such a fluid team at the moment, don't they?
Frankie de Jong. Will it be? Well, there is a goalkeeper with a fine technique. Oh, free kick, they'll be licking their lips. Take it away. Interesting pass. Koundé. Now he must favour the cross. Well, couldn't quite find his teammate. How can he take them on and beat them? Feeding through. for the final pass. And nicely parried away. Jude Bellingham. Well, what's the referee going to do now? And that is going to mean a caution.
The referee is absolutely right. He knew what he was doing there.
Oh, he's gone for goal. Well, that's how to hit them. Not quite accurate enough, though.
Well, what a goal that would be. Surprised he took it on, to be honest. Long way out, but oh so close.
Now, brilliant work to keep that one in play. Jude Bellingham. Perfect challenge. Lamine Yamal. Lewandowski. And not hitting it with the accuracy he was hoping for.
Well, he took a chance there, and he probably regrets it now. That was the wrong decision.
And possession lost by Real Madrid. Olmo. And Bellingham. Chouameni. On the ball, Rudiger. Jude Bellingham. Alexander Arnold. Here's Valverde. Not the pass he had in mind. Yamal. Jules Koundé on the ball. Frankie de Jong. Trying to tee it. Now with Pedri. Who can he pick out? What an opportunity, but it was squandered. Goal kick.
Yeah, that was half a chance, I would say.
Koundé. On to Pedri. Dani Olmo. Effective pass. Oh, nice ball. Crossing possibilities. Can they jump ahead? But then the commentator's curse comes into play. Space for Real out wide. Well, it came to nothing in the end. Showing good ball control. Dangerous ball. Can he applaud the finish? Really committed defending. And defensive play to be applauded.
Well, they certainly got their defensive shape absolutely right there.
And 1 minute of stoppage time has been added on. Pedri. Barcelona have given us away. That is that for the first half here. So underway once more. No goals, no drama, to be honest, in the first half. Surely that situation could change. Just went slightly awry for them there.
They're much harder to break down in those areas, aren't they?
Seemingly no one can stop him. Spot on with that tackle. Danny Olmo. Options in the centre. Oh, could be an opportunity here. Jude Bellingham. Mbappe with it. Good through ball. Now he must favour the cross. Confident play.
You know how to ball, don't they?
Not high quality defending. And I must say, no shortage of space for Barcelona. Real chance. Oh, the goalkeeper did well to hang on to that one.
Well, that was an example of their poor finishing today, because some of the build-up play by Barcelona has been really good. They should be in complete control of this game.
Jude Bellingham. Chouameni. Taking it away. Lamine Yamal. Jules Koundé on the ball. Time is low. Oh, so near, but just unable to keep the shot down. Valverde. Given away by Real Madrid. Now Lewandowski carries the ball forward. Can he produce from this position? Pedri. Here's Rafinha. De Jong. This is a joy to watch. Distributing it well. Intelligent. And he put them in front. Oh no, he's missed the opportunity. And they remain level.
Well, he just lacked composure there, didn't he? They should be ahead now.
Lewandowski. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Opportunity here. Well, what a glorious chance to grab the first goal of the contest.
Well, you have to say that's a wasted opportunity to get their noses in front here. Golden opportunity.
Vinicius Junior. Real themselves in a position of menace. And good work to regain possession. Pedri. So over the byline and a goal kick here. Well, going back to the chance from earlier. Valverde. Now with Alexander-Arnold. 20 minutes to go in this one. Kunde. And roaming free here. Well, it's all about passing as they try to hit the front. Space to cross it. Maybe dangerous here. That's high level funding. Eder Militao. And pressing expertly. Now we're inside the final 15 minutes. And decent acreage for Real Madrid to run into. How about the cross? Oh, still needs clearing. Jude Bellingham. Here's Valverde. Can they open them up? Well, honestly, I didn't mean to jinx them. Just wasn't a very good pass, finally. Well, good run and good ball control. Crossing possibilities. Oh, could be an opportunity here. Well, there was impending danger, but good defending. Could be troublesome. Oh, tremendous work from the keeper. The danger. Pedri, and in the right position to read it.
Good positioning to win the ball back there.
Rudiger is with Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Still level. Real Madrid continue to look for what could be a winner. The cross is on. That is a very fine challenge in difficult circumstances. He has teammates around him. And let's give credit to the defending. Just have to make sure they don't get caught on the counter-attack. Can they use it to their advantage? Well, unfortunately, it fizzled out in the end. Rodrigo. Here's Valverde. Tchouaméni. Rudiger. And just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages. At this late stage, Real Madrid doing everything in their power to grab a winner. And there's the whistle. They can't be separated after 90 minutes. And so turning into something of a marathon. On the go. Alex Balde. Miscue in the final third. Federico Valverde. Well, that's really strong play to keep hold of the ball.
He wasn't going to lose that one, was he?
Good work from Barca to make sure possession changed hands. Just wasn't going to pass. Sloppy, Carvajal. Here, up and it's promising. Carvajal. Eder Militao. Tchouaméni. Valverde. Tchouaméni. Here's Valverde. Carvajal. And Valverde. Can they jump ahead? Support here. Valverde. Really inventive stuff from Real here. Rodrigo. Here's Valverde. Tchouaméni. On the ball, Rudiger. Federico Valverde. Giving the opposition a look in. That's strong play. Vinicius Junior. Intelligent ball. And Bellingham. And struggling to get the shot off. And the keeper dealing with it. Well, they are committed to making the substitution here. Who's going to get on the end of it? And miles off target, but in fairness, the mark was right. Period of extra time comes to an end. Still level here. Well, underway again, the second period of extra time. Prevail here. Frankie de Jong. Pedri. Now with de Jong. Pedri. Bal. This is Robert Lewandowski. An encouraging move from Barca. Robert Lewandowski with an incisive pass. Maybe dangerous here. Must take the lead here. Lots of the power of a placement, but not the desired result. And 10 minutes to go, and it's the second period of extra time. And level it is in the closing moments. Can Real Madrid change that? Quick counter could be on. Well, they're allowing him to run and run and run. Oh, just narrowly off target.
Well, they broke with such pace and intent. Fantastic move, just couldn't quite cap it off.
Just wasn't going to give that ball away. Vinicius Junior. Jude Bellingham. Valverde. Eder Militao. If Real Madrid could come up with a winner at this stage, it could be decisive. Now a decent position. Chance to play it in. Top-class defending. Doing a fine job of protecting the ball. Might lead to a chance. And there's a quality defender in action. Really fine play to keep possession. De Jong makes around him. Well, this could really help the cause. And level is in the waning moments. Can Barcelona change that situation? Locked together then, these two sides. And on we go now to penalty kicks. And now it is all about the penalty shootout. As straight as an arrow. Can he get the better of the keeper? And the penalty converted here. And slots it home right into the bottom corner. Excellent penalty. From the spot by post. So lethal in front of goal. His turn to try to convert from the spot. Directly into the goal. The door wide open. A mountain of pressure on him, but he withstands the test, and they've got it, won it.
Well, cool, composed, and really good technique. A match-winning penalty, and probably deserved over.
From the Catalan capital and one of the world's great cities, Barcelona. I'm Derek Ray on the commentary gantry. To be joined as always by Stuart Robson. And what we have coming up for you is action from La Liga EA Sports. Barcelona taking on Real Madrid.
As is always the case, the team that dominates midfield will be the team that controls the flow of the game. And that, for me, is the area that's key today.
A shape looks like this. Pedri starts alongside Frankie de Jong in the centre of midfield, and leading the attack today is Robert Lewandowski. And the starting 11 for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois is in goal. Antonio Rudiger plays alongside Eder Militao in central defence. Federico Valverde plays alongside Jude Bellingham in the centre of midfield. The main today should be Kylian Mbappe. Pedri. Balde. Now with Pedri. Lamine Yamal. Koundé. Inigo Martinez. Well, couldn't quite find his teammate. Bellingham. No panic, just passing.
You do feel they get a chance soon, the way they're playing.
Had a chance to whip it in here. And to play Real Madrid throw here. Very effective pass. Well, not much came of that. Frankie de Jong. Decent looking pass. And teammates around him. Determined defending. So a throw in for Real Madrid. Gives it a go. Well, no mistake from the keeper, acting decisively. Lamine Yamal. On to de Jong. Yamal. Koundé. Dani Olmo with it. Well, the mere mention of the name Robert Lewandowski can have the effect of striking fear in opposing defences. What do you expect to see from him today?
Well, he's a good athlete, big, strong and powerful, and when he's in the mood and playing well, he's a tough opponent. It'll be interesting to see how he plays today.
And the cross goes in. And the keeper didn't have too much time. Yamal. Dani Olmo with it. Olmo. Oh, what a top-notch pass. And the ruling is offside here. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now Eder Militao. Showing good situational. Oh, you have a go! Oh, that's a fine stop to get it out of harm's way. Barcelona have been awarded the throw. That's aggravating for a manager, giving it away like that.
Yeah, that really is a cheap giveaway.
Maybe. Alexander-Arnold. Now Eder Militao. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Jude Bellingham. Pedri. Barca maintain possession. Could be threatening. Can they open them up? It's been whipped towards the near post. Well, at one point on its flight, I wondered if the keeper had but no problems in the end. nicely over the top. Has a go! Oh, the post denied him. Well, the move breaks down.
Well, Real could easily be leading now. They're certainly looking threatening. You just something here.
But it should boost their confidence, but they can't afford to drop their guard at the other end. Can they jump ahead?
It needs somebody to show a bit more creativity here.
Pedri. Yeah. Oh, great defending. Making use of physical strength to hang on to it. Pedri. Oh, magnificent passing. Promising move from Barcelona. Oh, tremendous vision. Defending. Valverde. Is with Vinicius Junior. Well read to ease the pressure. Over the touchline for what will be a Real Madrid throw. Play was about to carry on, but now that it's come to a halt, a caution. Kylian Mbappe. Now with Alexander-Arnold. Teamwork and passing evidence. Jude Bellingham. Maybe dangerous here. Can he give them the lead? And there it is! 1-0. Their efforts are rewarded. And look at the celebrations.
Just look at his movement. He knows exactly how to find space, and it's also a tidy finish. That's a nice goal.
Barca get the ball moving once more. How will they react? Pedri. Valde. Jules Koundé on the ball. Yamal. Koundé. On to De Jong. I think he'll be kicking himself. Ruled offside.
Well, his instinct should have told him he was offside there. He has to be more alert in the box.
Vinicius Junior. Rudiger. Vinicius Junior. Intervention there. Valde. half here comes to an end. Well, Federico Valverde, one man who's certainly not hiding out there. He's been great to watch.
Yeah, he's done everything you want from a midfield player. He's wriggled out of tight situations, he's played a lot of forward passes, and he's also defended well. His assist is just the icing on the cake.
And the ball rolling again after what was a dazzling first 45 from Real. Can they repeat that in the second half? And losing the ball there. Frankie de Jong. The cross is on. Promising position. Splendid challenge that.
Oh, top-class defending there.
Koundé. Given away by Barcelona. And the throw-in forthcoming. Teammates to play it to. Decent position. Alex Balde. And it's with Íñigo Martínez. Well, it's a very attractive passing sequence. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Jude Bellingham. Now Eder Militao. Jude Bellingham.
Well, at the moment, they just can't get near the...
Lamine Yamal. This is Robert Lewandowski. And running it back. Alexander-Arnold. Barca recovering possession well. It's a fine piece of attacking play from Lewandowski. Teammates to give it to. And an astute piece of defending. Alexander-Arnold. And Barca have it back. Not the cleanest of passages.
Well, both sides struggling to find rhythm here.
Just trying to keep their opponents on their toes with the passing game. Oh, to trim back the lead. Oh, not to be! Stopping a certain goal. Alexander-Arnold. And Valverde. Eder Militao. Now with Alexander-Arnold. Holding on to what they have. The priority, apparently. He's on the run. What a magnificent pass. Able to get his body in the way. Substitution for Real Madrid. Over it comes, but into the keeper's gloves. Rafinha. What can they do to stop him running at them? Nicely played. Annoyingly, there it breaks down. Alex Balde. On to De Jong. Intercepting it intelligently. Into the final 20 minutes. Attacking possibilities for Real. Could cross it in here. Oh, moving it nicely. Textbook defending inside the box. Balde. And it's with Íñigo Martínez. Alex Balde. Rafinha. And Barcelona showing good width here. Will he play it in? Could pull one back here. Splendid block. And there it is! Still life left in this game, and they have the momentum now.
Well, here's the replay. He's done really well to get his head up and pick somebody out with that cutback. Makes the striker's job so easy. All he has to do is make the right connection. It's a lovely goal.
Quarter of an hour remaining here. Well, the action continues, and you sense the momentum may well be with Barca here. Rudiger and Bellingham. Tchouaméni. Here's Valverde. Tchouaméni is with Vinicius Junior. Well, he's given it away.
Good anticipation there, it really was.
De Jong. Good distribution. Barcelona fighting against this overall situation. What can they pull out of the fire? And the keeper able to hold on to it. Alexander-Arnold. Tchouaméni. And it's with Courtois. Well, still playing. Real Madrid want to make this a victory. Interested in your thoughts on their overall performance?
Well, it's been a decent performance from them. They've certainly played the more expansive football and had the better individuals. Can they now just see this through? Not long left.
Jude Bellingham. Mbappe with it. Lovely tempo here. They could pick out a teammate. Dangerous ball. Not a chance, but he couldn't take advantage of it. There has been plenty of limbering up from substitutes. Will make personnel switches. Against them here. Crossing opportunity. Real Madrid get the throw in.
Very competitive. team, and they deserve their victory.
Well, choose your description where Kylian Mbappe is concerned. Explosive is one adjective you could use, Stuart.
Well, I thought his all-round game was excellent. It was his ability to find space that impressed me most, and with a bit more luck, he could have had a second one today.
From the Catalan capital and one of the world's great cities, Barcelona. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting next to me here on the commentary gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham United midfield man, Stuart Robson. I'm looking forward to bringing you action from the Spanish top flight, La Liga. It's Barcelona, and they take on Real Madrid.
Well, as is always the case, both teams will look to control the centre of the pitch. Whichever can do that will dominate possession and probably the game. This is going to be key, I think, today.
Dissect the Real Madrid side. Thibaut Courtois is in goal. Antonio Rudiger plays alongside Eder Militao in central defence. Federico Valverde plays alongside Jude Bellingham in the centre of midfield. And lining up through the middle in attack today is Kylian Mbappe. Very much looking forward to this game as Barcelona get the proceedings underway. Pedri. De Jong. Koundé. On to Yamal. Frankie de Jong. Deftly defended.
It's that intervention.
Inigo Martinez. On to De Jong. Yamal. Barcelona now in dangerous position, but they dealt with the threat posed. Trying to really get the opposition here. And a decent delivery. Early goal! It is the ideal opening.
Let's see this again, because the delivery into the box couldn't be any better. Played into just the right area, and the finish. That's an excellent goal.
Then. Pedri. Here's Rafinha. Difficult to stop him. He has time to play it over. De Jong. Perfect challenge. Alex Balde. Now with Pedri. Showing good situational awareness. Koundé. Using his physical strength to make sure he doesn't lose the ball.
Holds on to it really well there, doesn't he?
Balde. Real Madrid coming away with it. Mbappe. Oh, a challenge that was simply world-class. And given away by Lewandowski. Chouameni. Now with Bellingham. Mbappe. Let's see if something comes of this. What a genuine opportunity, but it was squandered. Goal kick. Balde. Barca know it's a sector of the pitch devoid of defenders. Could be dangerous. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. So plenty of forward momentum from Real Madrid here. Mbappe. Well, passing moves like this will build confidence. Well, the threat could be there. And on to Alexander-Arnold. And flag raised, offside.
Well, that was always going to be offside. He just needed to hold on to the ball that little bit longer.
Rafinha. Here's Rafinha. On to Pedri. Dani Olmo. Well, this could really help the cause. Oh, disappointing clearance. Can he? And the keeper. Oh, onto the bar. Pedri.
Well, we can sense it, and so can the Barca fans. A goal is coming. They're playing really well now.
Can they chisel open the defence? But then the one that goes astray. Now the quick counter-attack could be on. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe with it. Well, couldn't put it away. They still lead, however.
Well, he really should be working the goalkeeper there. It's a great chance to score.
De Jong. Lamine Yamal. Dani Olmo. Frankie de Jong. Inigo Martinez. Koundé. Released it nicely. Moving it nicely in search of a leveller. Corner kick awarded. Can Barcelona profit from it? And over it comes. That's fine goalkeeping to hold on to the corner. Dani Olmo. And Barca moving the ball with purpose. Excellent assessment of the situation at the back. And support available. And space to cross it. Very quick thinking there. Well, the half-time interval is fast approaching. Real Madrid leading. Your critique of their first half display.
Well, they've worked hard and played well to be in front here, but they now need to keep their focus as we approach half-time.
And that'll be a Barca throw. And that's aggravating for a manager, giving it away like that.
Yeah, that really is a cheap giveaway.
Pedri. Dani Olmo with it. And possession changing hands. Now the counter-attack looks on. Well, it looked so promising, but it all comes to nothing. 1 minute of stoppage time has been added on. Frankie de Jong. Well, plays with a positional sense that is second to none. And so it is, the first half story has been written. Well, in the first half, Jude Bellingham on top of his game. Sum up his performance for us.
He took his goal well and was a constant threat throughout that first half. I thought he showed a lot of skill to get out of tight situations, and he had a real impact on the plate.
The ball moving again. Real have the lead, but they won't be taking anything for granted. Just wasn't going to part with the ball. Valverde. Now with Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Really determined play to hang on to it. Shaping to shoot. And the goal it is for Real Madrid. They are on a victory course.
Well, here's the replay, and you can see why he's upset. He got something on it, but not enough to keep it out. That's frustrating for a keeper.
So back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. Inigo Martinez. Alex Balde. Oh, got into position brilliantly. And Barcelona being afforded too much space. Who can he pick out? Vinicius Junior. Real in a good position out wide. Maybe dangerous here. Might it be Mbappe? Magnificent defending. Pedri. Can he find the right pass? And Lewandowski in the thick of things. Lamine Yamal. Trying to tee it up. And the flag is up. Offside.
Well, that's just a lack of awareness. He was clearly in an offside position.
And take it away. To trim the deficit. Oh, it's a really top-class challenge.
Yeah, that's a great intervention there.
Mbappe. Failure in possession by Real Madrid again. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. Inigo Martinez. On to Pedri. Now Lewandowski carries the ball forward. But can he produce from this position? Given away by Barcelona. Frankie de Jong. And just like that, broken up. Danger building. De Jong. And options in the centre. Good looking build-up as they try to reduce the arrears. Pass chiselled nicely.
Oh, that's great awareness.
An attack that had potential. Throw in here for Barcelona. Well, Real Madrid are going to make the change now. Well read to ease the pressure. Carvajal. Bellingham. Here's Carvajal. And Real's creative tendencies coming to the fore. From Dani Carvajal. Oh, that is an outrageously good stop.
Well, great reflection from the keeper. He did brilliantly there.
They're making a change. Who can he pick out? No trouble at all as far as the keeper was concerned. And into the last 20 minutes. Well, not pretty, but very gritty.
Well, I think it's fair to say neither team are passing it well.
Lewandowski. Decent position. He could pick out a teammate. Well, they'll see it as very disappointing to give it away as cheaply as that. Eder Militao. Now with Bellingham. Rudiger. Well, we're inside the final quarter of an hour now. An impressive run. Trying his luck. Unable to close down the shot. Koundé. Lamine Yamal. Jules Koundé on the ball. Just trying to keep their opponents on their toes with the passing game.
Certainly look composed on the ball, don't they?
Lamine Yamal. Oh, danger here. Comfortable in dealing with the cross. Kylian Mbappe. The referee has given the advantage to Real Madrid. Carvajal. Here's Mbappe. Well, that's how to do it inside your own penalty area. And support available. Yamal. Superb block on the back of the ball from the flank. And it took a little nick before it went over the touchline. So a throw in here. And with play having stopped, a chance for the referee to go back and hand out the caution. Well, both teams have had substitutes warming up, and now both will rely on their respective benches. Koundé. Gabi. Now with Yamal. Very effective pass. Now with Pedri. Now plays with a positional sense that is second to none.
Excellent reading of the situation.
So 2 minutes of stoppage time to be added on. Pedri. Now with De Jong. Pedri. Jules Koundé on the ball. And the referee brings this match to an end. Not to be for Barcelona. They've lost this game. What did you make of it?
Well, Derek, they weren't the best today, both as individuals and as a team. And they didn't deserve anything from the game. Need a much better display next time out.
Well, you know, I think Kylian Mbappe enjoyed himself. Your verdict on his performance tonight?
Well, he'll be pleased with his performance today. He looked sharp physically and mentally and really stood out for me in a good win for the team.
You only need to look at the history books to see how close this fixture historically has been. Barcelona at home against Real Madrid on this occasion. I'm Derek Ray. Sitting alongside me here on the gantry is Stuart Robson. And Stuart, this ought to be...
Well, Derek, this is a magnificent setting for a great rivalry. Let's just hope we see both teams play at their very best today. What an occasion this should be.
And the Barcelona shape looks like this. Pedri starts alongside Frenkie de Jong in the centre of midfield, and the starting role in attack today is handed to Robert Lewandowski. And let's dissect the Real Madrid side. Thibaut Courtois begins in goal. Antonio Rudiger plays alongside Eder Militao in central defence. Federico Valverde plays alongside Jude Bellingham in the centre of midfield. And handed the task of playing up front today is Kylian Mbappe. First half is underway. Inigo Martinez. De Jong. Lamine Yamal. Frankie de Jong. Alex Balde. Now with de Jong. Balde. Lewandowski. On to Pedri, playing with a flow and intensity. And Real doing well to win it back. Well, an excellent piece of goalkeeping anticipation. Bellingham. And Valverde. Eder Militao. Stuffing up the danger. Advantage Barcelona. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. Nice looking move this. Well, just as it was looking promising.
I think they could have done better there.
Well, Barca have the ball once more. Promising position, this. A good and fair challenge. Alexander-Arnold. Can they chisel open the defence? Trent Alexander-Arnold. Could be threatening. Alexander-Arnold. And Barcelona have possession again. Balde. And now back with the keeper. Frankie de Jong. Jules Koundé on the ball. Lamine Yamal. Intelligent defending. Oh, great attacking play. Drifting in off the flank. Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them.
Well, that's a good turnover, isn't it?
Yamal. Frankie de Jong. An encouraging move from Barca. Can he put them in? Outrageously good defending. Federico Valverde. Here's Mbappe. Chouameni. Also regaining possession. Dani Olmo. did well to cut it out. It's a splendid run by Mbappe. This for the lead. Out of play in a Real Madrid throw-in coming up. And options in the centre. Corner for Real Madrid. And there's the delivery. The keeper was never likely to be in trouble then. Inigo Martinez. Now, brilliant work to keep that one in play. Inigo Martinez. Koundé. On to Yamal. Jules Koundé on the ball. On to Pedri. And the defensive intervention there. Kylian Mbappe. And Valverde. This might get them in front.
Can they just increase the tempo here?
Well, that's a fine-looking pass. Real Madrid have given us away. He has teammates around him. Rudiger. On to Alexander. Federico Valverde. Rudiger has it. On the ball, Rudiger. Chouameni. Book interception. And Lewandowski running with the ball authoritatively. Well, he must favour the cross. Really well positioned to give them the advantage. And a goal! Open the scoring. No wonder they're celebrating.
Got caught napping there. It's such a bad place to lose possession. It really is.
Back underway. 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Vinicius Junior. Jude Bellingham is with Vinicius Junior. Showing a good reading of the game.
Good reading of the game.
Alex Balde. Here's Rafinha. Well, when you have the lead, you can play in this manner, keeping the ball like this. Balde. And it's with Inigo Martinez. This looks interesting. Here's Rafinha. Oh, it looked really promising for them. It is to be a throw-in. Courtois. Yamal. Onto De Jong. Alex Balde. Lovely tempo here.
Well, they move the ball so well, don't they?
He fancies it. And a good challenge to bring that attack. The deflection off the defender there. short corner here. De Jong. Well, this could really help the cause. And possession lost by Barcelona. And that's great work to make sure it didn't go over the line. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. Well, he's been the standout for his side so far, don't you think, Stuart?
Well, I thought he had a really effective first half. Not only did he get the goal that gave them the lead, but his general play was really good. He was a constant threat, and I'm sure we'll see more of him in the second half.
So the ball rolling again, second half underway. Will Real be able to up the game? And he read it well defensively. Well, possession keeps on changing hands. That's problematic.
Well, both teams have been guilty of poor passing.
Now breaking at pace, potential danger. Attack. Frankie de Jong on to Pedri. Inigo Martinez. De Jong. Dani Olmo with it. Smart defending. Chouameni. Rudiger. Vinicius Junior. Perfectly positioned to take it away. Could be troublesome. Alexander-Arnold. Chouameni. And on to Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. Chouameni. And unable to keep possession. Lewandowski. On to De Jong. A tremendous vision. Dangerous ball. Promising passage, but came to nothing. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Eder Militao. Jude Bellingham. And good anticipation. Minutes left for play. Valverde. They're making considerable progress with the ball. Options in the centre. And the referee has awarded a corner following that touch. And the substitution will occur now. Short corner taken. Could be dangerous. Fine build-up play.
Certainly look composed on the ball, don't they?
Space here for Barcelona. And the cross goes in. Well, able to survive that attacking push. And the counter-attack looks on. and should have been so much more incisive. Trent Alexander-Arnold. And now Rodrigo. Aurelien Tchouameni. Well, not giving the opposition a look in. That's strong play. But just like that, possession changes hands. Lamine Yamal. Onto de Jong. Pedri. Pedri. Did well to win the ball back. 20 minutes to go in this one. Yamal. Could be threatening. And you've got to conclude that it was completely overhit. Thoughtful play. Having a shoot. Oh, fearless. Tchouameni. Now Eder Militao. Trent Alexander-Arnold. And it's with Courtois. Tchouameni. Real Madrid have given us away. Alex Balde. Promising attack. Given away by Barcelona. And he has options available. And keeping possession. Bellingham. Jude Bellingham. Real Madrid attacking, and they have to give it a go with time not on their side. Determined defending.
Well, what an atmosphere we've got inside this stadium. These supporters are doing everything they can to get their team over the finish line.
Alexander-Arnold. Tchouameni. Pressure exerted, but he keeps the ball.
He's so good at doing that.
Rudiger. Well, not long to go now. Can Barcelona preserve the victory?
Well, it's been a tight game, but I think they've been the better team. They've just had that little bit more quality, certainly in attack, and of course they've been well organised at the back. They just need to see this through now.
Well, maybe a good position from which to counter. It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture. Eduardo Camavinga. Now with Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Can they square this match? Has to be! And nicely parried away. Showing good ball control. Rodrigo. Valverde. This could square the game. And great work from the keeper to avert the danger. Throw-ins given. Time for a change then. Defensive intervention there. And the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. Lewandowski. whistle has sounded. The end of the game here, a win for Barcelona. Their fans are going to be happy about that.
Yes, Derek, there wasn't much in it, to be honest. Really competitive game with chances at both ends, but they probably just about edged it overall and deserved the result in the end.
And in the final analysis, a really positive performance from this man, Stuart.
Well, he obviously scored the winning goal, but it was his overall performance that impressed me most. He was on fire today.
From the Catalan capital and one of the world's great cities, Barcelona. My name is Derek Ray, and I'm joined for commentary by the former Arsenal and West Ham player Stuart Robson. An action coming up from the Spanish top division, La Liga. It's Barcelona taking on Real Madrid.
As always the case, the team that dominates midfield will be the team that controls the flow of the game. And that, for me, is the area that's key today.
And the Barcelona shape looks like this. Pedri starts alongside Frenkie de Jong in the centre of midfield. And leading the line today, Robert Lewandowski. And the starting players for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois is the keeper of choice. Antonio Rudiger plays alongside Eder Militao in central defence. Federico Valverde plays alongside Jude Bellingham in the centre of midfield. And lining up through the middle in attack today is Kylian Mbappe. And we're off. The first half begins with plenty of anticipation in the air. Pedri. Rafinha. Inigo Martinez. On to Pedri. Dani Olmo. Well, this could really help the cause. Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them.
Well, they've defended that really well. They look very organised there.
Trent Alexander-Arnold. And Valverde. Jude Bellingham. And on to Alexander-Arnold. And taking it away. Dangerous here. Now with Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. Federico Valverde. Real find themselves in a position of menace, but timely defending when it mattered. They're using the space really well, but now can they push on? And crossed in there. Up a disappointing dead end. Jude Bellingham. It's a good-looking pass. And they find a gap in the defence.
I have to say they're looking good in these areas.
Could be threatening. And Bellingham. Oh, you have a go! Oh, incredible save, and he snuffed out the danger. Over it comes. And does well to keep it in play. And a useful cross. Nothing to show for that attack. Went in strongly to win the ball. Well, who will be the player to decide the outcome, to determine the course of events? No reason at all why it won't be this man, Stuart. What do you anticipate seeing from him?
Big moment here, Derek.
Well, the fans perhaps entitled to think that that effort should have been better.
Well, how did he not score there? That's a poor finish, I have to say.
Well, let's get more details on the injury situation from our pitchside reporter, Jeff Shreves.
Real concern for the bench now, because it looks like he landed with his elbow underneath his body, and that's causing him some serious pain at the moment.
Cheers, Jeff. Alexander-Arnold. Now what can they do from here? Very quick thinking there. Lamine Yamal. Jules Koundé on the ball. Frankie de Jong. Can they carve out a chance? Now delivering that deep cross. But it wasn't quite as good as it looked when it was played over. And good anticipation. Promising move from Barcelona. How about the cross? Can he put them in front? Yes, is the emphatic answer. And you have to say it was on the cards.
Well, as you can see, his movement is really good, which then makes the finish look easy. That's a decent goal, that's for sure.
So underway again here, 1-0 the score. Jude Bellingham. It's with Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Rudiger. And Bellingham. Super tackle and they've won possession. Dani Olmo. And possibilities here. Shot is on! Well, it ended up being easier for the goalkeeper in the end. Valverde. Now he must favour the cross. Interception to snuff out the danger. That's useful play. And the flag raised. Offside it is. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Here's Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. And a fine tackle. And he has options available. And flying forwards here. Well, this could really help the cause. Oh, surely! And the keeper parried it away in style. Federico Valverde. Aurélien Tchouameni. Moving the ball really well here. Nicely timed tackle. Lewandowski. Rafinha. Decent position. De Jong. Yamal! Really wanted to extend their advantage.
Yeah, that could prove to be a big miss.
Real Madrid have given it away. Now, options are plenty. Dani Olmo. It's with Vinicius Junior. Oh, moving it nicely. Trying to tee it up. And regaining control of the ball. And there it is, the half-time whistle. I think most fans would be pretty happy with this man's display so far.
He took his goal well and was a constant threat throughout that first half. I thought he showed a lot of skill to get out of tight situations, and he had a real impact on the plate.
So the ball rolling again, second half underway. Will Real be able to up their game? That's a fine pass.
Yeah, really good vision there.
Vinicius Junior. Oh, misplaced. Rafinha. And keeping possession. Here's Rafinha. Oh, this looks useful. Not forcing the issue. Great composure. Looking for the angle. Will he play it in? Just cutting off the supply. Valverde. Rudiger. Aurélien Tchouameni. Chouameni. Well, there's a living, breathing example of positional sense. Lewandowski. Militao. Mbappe with it. Decent looking pass. They are losing possession. And space for Yamal. Well, it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Rudiger. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. How about the cross? Interesting pass. Maybe breathing a sigh of relief. Ball one. Valde. Lewandowski. And they keep it moving. Played into the box. Alex Balde. And trying to extend their lead.
Yeah, just waiting for the right moment here to penetrate.
Can they fashion a chance? Well, they couldn't keep that sequence going, unfortunately. Federico Valverde. And Bellingham. Possibilities for them to counter. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now with Bellingham. Lovely ball. Passing it around as the search goes on for an equaliser. Pedri. Dani Olmo with it. Frankie de Jong. Koundé. And take it away. Jude Bellingham. Eder Militao. Here's Valverde. Good run, very much in control of the situation. Well, they're allowing him to run and run and run. Nice looking move, this. Now with Alexander-Arnold. Possession ceded by the Merengues. Quick counter could be on. Yamal. Pedri. Alex Balde. On to Pedri. Barcelona now in potentially a dangerous position. Robert Lewandowski in the middle. Danger still on. Trying to tee it up. So corner for Barca. What can they do with it? And the substitution will occur now. Playing it short. Now what can they do from here? It did look on for them, but not to be. And pressing from the front. Rodrigo is with Vinicius Junior. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Could be a chance to break. Oh, nice ball. It needs an accurate cross. An utterly disappointing cross. Goal kick. substitution time it is here. Minutes to go then. Mbappe. Can they get themselves level? But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end.
Just listen to the noise in here. These fans are doing everything to get their team over the finish line, and there's not long left now.
Aurélien Tchouameni. Attacking possibilities for Real. Crossing opportunity. Bellingham! How about this for drama? All even once more. Astonishing!
Just look how he holds off the defender. He keeps his balance and he still hits the target. What a good goal that is.
So, a level contest, 1-1. And just 5 minutes remaining. Perfectly positioned to take it away.
Good reading of the game.
Marcus Rashford. Koundé. On to Pedri. And level it is in the waning moments. Can Barcelona... And a goal! At this stage of the game, it might be decisive.